What happens when the man you betrayed sues you for every dollar, every lie, and every year you stole from him? Doug Christie just launched the most explosive lawsuit in reality TV history, and the target's his own wife and his own teammate. After that DNA bombshell confirmed Chris Webber is the real father of Jackie's daughter. Doug didn't cry, he didn't beg, he lawyered up. And now Jackie Christie and Chris Webber are officially being sued for paternity fraud, identity deception, emotional distress, and over $6 million in damages. This isn't just about betrayal anymore. This is about documents, contracts, back child support, and the legacy they tried to steal. Jackie's brand is collapsing, Chris's endorsements are evaporating, and Chantel, she's caught between two last names, one courtroom, and a lie that never stops growing. Dow was silent for 2 decades now. He's coming for everything. And the court system, it's wide open. Because this isn't just payback. This is the official reckoning of Jackie Christie's empire. It's one thing to be betrayed. It's another to find out the daughter you raised for 20 years was never yours, but to be publicly humiliated, lied to by your wife, and quietly mocked by your own teammate. Doug Christie wasn't about to just walk away. He was about to sue them both into the dirt. And now the court documents are public filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court. The lawsuit reads like the plot of a Netflix courtroom drama. Only, this isn't fiction. This is Doug Christie versus Jackie Christie and Chris Webber. And boss, the charges are nuclear. Let's break it down. Doug is suing Jackie and Chris for paternity fraud, intentional infliction of emotional distress, civil identity, manipulation, public misrepresentation for financial gain, and yes, retroactive financial damages going back 20 years, total amount sought for $6 million. And Doug's lawyers say that number could rise as new evidence surfaces. And what's the evidence? Oh, it's all there. Every lie, every receipt, every whispered secret that Jackie and Chris thought would never see daylight is now exhibit. Doug's legal team included the DNA test results confirming 0 biological connection to Chantel, a second test showing 98% paternity match to Chris Webber, Jackie's journal entries, where she admitted knowing the truth, the leaked voicemail where she warned Chris to stick to the story, and the bombshell clause in Jackie's VH1 contract where she falsely claimed she was raising her and Doug's biological child. Let that sink in. Jackie built a TV career, a brand and a public image off a lie, and now Doug wants every dollar that lie earned. But wait, boss, there's more. Doug isn't just going after money, he's demanding a full public correction of the birth certificate. He wants Chris Webber legally listed as the biological father, not just in private documents, but on all future public records. This isn't about pettiness, this is about permanent correction. And Jackie, she's spiraling. Sources say when she got served the lawsuit, she collapsed in her foyer and cried for 2 hours straight. But don't get it twisted. This isn't the emotional breakdown of an innocent woman. This is the panic of a fraudster who just got legally cornered. And Chris Webber silent, no public response, no statement, just rumors of him firing his publicist and switching legal representation overnight. But let's talk about the court strategy. Because Doug's team isn't just coming for headlines, they're coming for president. His lead attorney, a high-profile Beverly Hills litigation shark, told the media, "This isn't just about Mr. Christie. This is about any man who's ever raised a child under a lie. We will establish paternity fraud as a serious, actionable civil offense with consequences." As translation, they're not just taking Jackie down, they're setting a legal blueprint for every future betrayed father in America. Boss, this case could change laws. Now let's talk money, because that's where things get bloody. Doug's lawyers presented a timeline of damages. Private school tuition, $180,000 college contributions, $95,000 medical coverage, $72,000 vacations, $230,000 Sweet 16 party with bow wow, $75,000 miscellaneous expenses, gifts, cars, clothing, $150,000 brand damage to Doug's name via false paternity storylines, $500,000 emotional distress valuation, $1. $8 million Jackie's VH1 income and endorsements earned using the lie, $1.5 million plus total $4. $6 million and counting. And that doesn't include Chris Webber's portion, which Doug is demanding be split 50-50 between the two co-defendants. That means both Jackie and Chris may be responsible for over $2 million each. Now here's where it gets even messier. Doug's legal team requested preliminary subpoenas on Jackie's financial records, and what they found: shell accounts, hidden payments, consulting fees from reality TV companies that never existed according to one insider. Jackie, the court could recommend criminal review of the forged birth certificate, and a televised trial is on the table. This isn't just a scandal anymore, But now we shift focus back to the courtroom, because here's what's next. Jackie may be facing criminal charges for the bribe attempt. Chris Webber is preparing for a second civil case. If Doug's team splits claims, Doug has filed for official reimbursement orders, not just damage awards, and the judge is considering a motion to televise the full trial. You heard that, right? This trial, Jackie versus Doug Chris in the crosshairs, may soon be aired publicly. Testimonies, breakdowns, cross-examinations, all of it. And VH1, they're watching closely, deciding whether to rebrand entirely and cut ties with the basketball wives' legacy. Meanwhile, Doug has stayed cool, composed, and deliberate. Sources say he's declined every single reality TV pitch thrown his way, including offers to turn the scandal into a docu-series. Why? Because as he reportedly told his team, "I didn't ask for the spotlight, but now that I have it, I'll use it to tell the truth, not to entertain." Gasps, but she wasn't done. Chantel said she felt used, manipulated, and publicly exploited, raised as a brand accessory, not a daughter, and her most devastating line: "Doug may not be my biological father, but he was the only parent in my life who never lied to me until he found out the lie he'd been given." Even the judge was shaken. Jackie sobbed uncontrollably, but Chantel never looked away. She finished with one sentence that instantly went viral: "The truth hurts, but lies ruin people. I lost my childhood to someone else's performance, boss. Chantel's truth hurts, but lies skill was born that second." Then the courtroom waited. It was Doug's turn. He didn't take the stand. He stood in the center of the room holding nothing but the same photo of Chantel he'd been carrying for 20 years, her as a baby in his arms, and then he spoke, quiet, controlled, real. "I loved that child. The moment I saw her, I built my life around her. I sacrificed my career to be present, to be a father. I was proud of the man I became, even if the foundation was false." He paused, looked over at Jackie. "You could have told me you had 1,000 chances. I wouldn't have walked away. I would have stayed for Chantel, but you didn't give me that choice. You robbed me of my truth.